Yeah, they've drank more, exactly. So the ceremony is about to start. You're going to see a short video on the screen in a second, and now our graduating students will start to arrive. That's when the cheering will come in really handy again. I'll be back in a few moments with the rest of the platform party, so see you soon. Enjoy the ceremony. Thanks.
Good evening, everybody. Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Can you please get ready to welcome your class of 2023? Guests and graduands, if you are able to, please be upstanding for your platform party.
Please be seated, thanks. Good evening again to our guests, and welcome to you, our graduands, to what is a very special occasion for all of you sitting here today. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our guest speakers, Chloe McCulloch, Sales and Purchasing at A&P Tyne, and Melissa Wolfe, Aerospace Manufacturing Services Engineer at Rolls-Royce, along with our distinguished guests from industry. To our graduands, I feel very privileged to be here with you today for this celebration and to reflect on your time at Newcastle College and to celebrate your successes with you. You may have spotted this year, or in fact been part of the celebrations, we have celebrated 10,000 graduates in 10 years. It's fantastic to think of those 10,000 graduates who have walked this stage and gone on to make their mark here in our region and beyond. We love to hear stories of success and know that we've played part of that journey. Today, that alumni community gets a little bit bigger as all of you here become part of it. Today belongs to you, our successful students who have worked so hard and with such commitment, and today we all get to share in your moment. I know that for many of you, part of your studies has been affected by the events of the past few years, and you have shown such resilience and fortitude to achieve your degree and be here today. I'm very proud to be your principal, and I speak on behalf of all of my colleagues when I say that all of us here today are proud of every single one of you. We are delighted to be here to share your celebrations and hope that today will be a day to remember. I would also like to take a moment to recognize those colleagues I've just mentioned, teachers and mentors who have worked extremely hard to support our students, often through very challenging circumstances. Thank you for your dedication and your passion. I'm confident you've inspired and made a difference to many of our graduates sitting here today. Can we give the teachers a round of applause, please? And to you, the parents, partners, family and friends, your support has also been invaluable over the past few years, and I'd like to thank you and recognize you for that. So now you can give yourselves that applause you practiced earlier. So to all of you, make the most of your day, enjoy the ceremony and your celebrations. From myself and everyone at Newcastle College University Centre, we wish you all the very best for the future. I would now like to introduce John Ridley, your Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Scott. Good evening, everyone. My name's John Ridley, and graduation reminds me just how lucky I am to lead higher education for NCG, and I'm especially fortunate to lead higher education at Newcastle College University Centre. So it falls to me today to guide you through the ceremony, so a bit of housekeeping. If you could get your phones out and make sure that they're on silent, but keep your phones out, so you've got plenty of opportunities to take videos and photographs as the person that you're with walks across the stage, and don't forget to clap, cheer, holler as loud as you possibly can to celebrate and know that you're there. That'd be greatly appreciated. Somebody's got a call on that phone as well. It's good, that. So we rehearsed that early on, thanks. We're really pleased to host graduation here in Newcastle Civic Centre. The Civic Centre is a grand and beautiful venue, a building that combines the old and the new, standing as a central landmark in the heart of our city. Tributes to traditions and the city's history are woven into the architecture of the Civic Centre. And one tribute you'll have seen as you made your way in today is the huge imposing figure, hair shrouding their face, left arm outstretched with finger pointing to the floor. And that's the imposing river god Tyne, sculptured by David Wynne and completed in 1968. Another tribute are the 9 beacons which line the walkway to the Civic Centre. And that's a callback to when council meetings were heralded by shouts of the town crier and the route was lit with barrels of tar. And finally, the seahorses that watch over from on high or appear in the carpets below you or the chandeliers above you. And they're borrowed from the city's coat of arms and a playful nod to the city's seaport history. Newcastle Civic Centre captures the cultural and social ambition of the 1960s, the decade that it was built. And considering history is always instructive, but it's you, our graduates, who will design and create our future. And to our graduates, enjoy this ceremony. When your name is called, take time to soak in the recognition of your achievement, and acknowledge that when you take hold of that scroll, you become a graduate. But before you make your way to the stage, we'll hear from members of the platform party. So may I take this opportunity to invite Liz Bromley, Chief Executive Officer of NCG.
Thank you, John, for that warm welcome, and indeed it is warm. And I hope that many of you have been in the sunshine, getting yourselves in the mood for this celebration this afternoon, because it's our 3rd and we're expecting it to be the liveliest possibly ever. So if you've got little ones, we've got a little one here who's taking all the official photographs, doing fantastic. We've got little ones with you and they're squeaking, that's great. And if you're going to holler and whoop for your loved ones as they come across the stage, that's great. Just mind the steps at the end, because we don't want any accidents on the steps. But this is, it's for us, it's the last celebration of the day, and we want it to be a great celebration for you. And it's really important that this is a good celebration, because our graduates here make us all feel really thrilled and proud to fill this hall and to fill it with pride and with celebration and with stories of success for our learners who have today qualified and become graduates. I've been in the role of Chief Exec of NCG for almost 4 years now. Those of you who have absolutely no interest whatsoever in NCG, hard luck, because I'm going to tell you anyway. We are a group of 7 colleges. We have colleges down in London, in the Midlands, in the Northwest, and in the Northeast. But we started here in Newcastle, and Newcastle College is our flagship college. So graduates of our Newcastle College University Centre are right at the heart of what we do, leading the sector with fantastic work. And I am really proud to be part of NCG and to be here in Newcastle today. The mission of all of our colleges is to enable social mobility and economic prosperity through exceptional education. We want to prepare our learners up and down the country, whatever they want to do, for a successful, interesting, stimulating, prosperous future, and to give them choices. And we do that by giving them the education, the skills, and the experience that they need to succeed and to make an impact in whatever you do, in your communities, in your region, on a national scale, and for some of you on an international scale, because you are ready to take that role on. I hope that you will all feel that we have given you a decent education to put you into that place. And we need you to feel like that, because you are our future. And goodness me, we have never needed hope for the future more, I think, than we do at this precise moment. So it's all on you. Before I worked for NCG, I've worked for a number of universities across the UK. And because I've worked in higher education for a long time, I know very well the significance and the sense of occasion that comes with being able to say, today is the day I graduate. It's a really special achievement. It's a milestone in life, and for you, it's the culmination of all of your hard work and commitment. And for you, it's an end to that endless whinging about money and study and time. And it's finished, it's over, so you're all in a good place. But you will have days in your life when you buy your first car or your first house, or you get engaged or you get married or you have a baby or whatever. There will be days in your life that you will always remember. And today will be one of those days because it is a milestone and you're sharing it with your loved ones. And even though tomorrow morning you will have forgotten almost all of this, make sure that you take lots of photographs, because those photographs will rekindle your memories of today, and in many years to come you will still think about the day that you graduated with your friends and family with you, and it will be a special memory in that memory bank. So today is really important to also recognise that your degree and the practical experience, part of all of that hard work that you've done, has given you not just the specialist skills that relate to your degree, but also a whole heap of transferable skills that will stand you in really good stead to succeed in whatever career or whatever next step in your life you choose to make. And as an NCG graduate, you will also have a whole heap of qualities that will prepare you for the real world. Now, John's already said, and Scott I think has also said, we do not underestimate how difficult the last few years have been for those of you undertaking education. But the fact that you are here today shows that you have been focused, you have worked hard, you have been driven, you have been dedicated, but most importantly, I think in current times, you have resilience. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you are not resilient, because you have got through some of the most challenging years in history. And that means that wherever you go next, resilience and your success will help you get there and to thrive. And that's why all of us here today are extremely proud of you. We feel really lucky to see you on this special day and to celebrate with you your remarkable achievements. You absolutely deserve it. And more than that, we look forward very much to hearing about your future successes, because when you cross this platform, it's absolutely not the end of your time with Newcastle College University Centre. You are stuck with us for life, because you become one of our alumni, and that means that you always remain part of the NCG family. And if you don't come and tell us what you're doing, we will hunt you down and we will find out, because we want to share your success and be proud of you in the same way that I hope you feel proud of being part of this educational journey. So congratulations to all of you. It's not much longer and the champagne will be popping for you and the night will begin. And for you, you're doing so well sitting. Keep that clapping coming. I'm now going to hand over, you'll be pleased to know, to our interim head of higher education at the University Centre, Maria Gibson. She's going to speak to you, and then the trek across the stage will begin. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. Hello, everyone. I am delighted to be here with you today as students from engineering, aviation, energy, rail and civil, science and travel prepare to graduate. I am proud to be addressing you here on such an important and significant day that marks a culmination of years of hard work and determination from you all. In a moment, I'll be inviting graduates onto stage to complete today's ceremony. But first, I'd like to acknowledge our Student of the Year for this ceremony, Robert Head. Robert graduates today from a degree in aircraft maintenance engineering. During his time in Newcastle College University Centre, Robert has completed 3 fellowships. One for the University Centre, looking at the transition for students from FE to HE, and one for ensuring that our student-led higher education events, such as our Student Expo, were a success. In his second year, Robert also completed an Academy Fellowship, working with the Level 6 students to review degree assignments from the student's perspective, producing a fantastic piece of work that really supported the development of what was a relatively new degree. In addition, Robert was also a student rep, ensuring students within the Aviation Academy had a voice. Robert was nominated for Student of the Year for his commitment to promoting and champion the Aviation Academy. Alongside many of his peers, he has supported staff at the Academy at open events, welcoming prospective new students to taster days, and has even organised visits and tours for industry partners, promoting healthy relationships across the industry. You'll hear from Robert later in the ceremony as he delivers his own speech. Congratulations, Robert. Student of the Year is thoroughly deserved, and on behalf of everybody at Newcastle College University Centre, well done. We wish you every success. We will now begin the conferment of awards, and I'd like to ask Scott Bullock, Principal of Newcastle College, and Liz Bromley, Chief Executive of NCG, to join me on stage. Ready? We'll start with aviation for the BSc Hons Aircraft Maintenance Engineering. Oliver Asquith. Patrick Joseph Aidan Casey. Aaron Singwon Choi. Morgan Davison. Mohammed Reza Hagihat Dizoki. Max Andrew Joseph Elcourt. Chloe Elliott. Mason Gilbert. Robert Michael Head. Michael Heatley. Jack Allen Herkies. Kayla Hunter. Ben Paul Kelly. Josh Kelly. Wei Long Kwang. Kyle Dion Martin. Kyle Luke McQuaid. Jack Miller. James Miller. David Patrick O'Neill. Ethan James Robson. Emily Elizabeth Smith. Kieran Michael Stanwyck. Declan Sawdy. Dylan Mark Taylor. Mark Thomas Underwood. Ross Veitch. Ellie J. White. Joseph James Wright. Bailey Gold Young. Okay, moving on to energy, we have Sam Bullock. Matthew Ian Carter. Jack Adam Cato. Lewis Aaron Keenan. Declan James Martin. Josh Anthony McKenna. Leon Charles Stickley. James Robert Gowland. Will Allen. Wilton Pimenta. Now for engineering. Oluwasian Odrenon. Emily Bell. Robert Gregory Frey. Jess Gregory. Logan Pye. Sean Robson. Matthew Kafiki. Anne Clarycoats. Ross David Coates. Christian Marr. Muhyiddin Adishel Duwada. Bolahan Awulabi. Elliot Ozakpilar. Rhys Newcomb Barrett. Alex Taylor Lyle. Finlay Lowes. Simon John Pryor. Adam Stephen. Christopher Atkinson. Tonisha Chaplin. Riley O'Donnell. Luke Pearson. Brooklyn Roberts. Kieran James Simpson. Georgina Porter. Daniel Telfer. Over Sophie. Ramanjane Ulu. Petty. Sophie Laidlaw. Owen Holman. Malcolm Nsengivia. Lewis Eric White. Nathan Thomas Mould. Chelsea Lee Patton. And now for real, Christopher Gray. Robbie Anderson Newman. And for science, James McQueen. Sarah Mitchell. Hannah Deval McMurray. Abby Clark. Ellie Bew Price. Matthew Stephen Buxton. Sean Gibson. Bethany McDonnell. Matthew Reynolds. Sathana Ambikai Balan. Connie Smith. And now for travel, tourism and aviation operations. Chloe Brewis. Courtney Dean. Florentina Lazar. Morgan Turnbull. Christina Esme Wood. Shaadju Ahmed. Declan Thomas Bain. Emma Phoenix Bryden. Chloe Ann Gallagher. Yasmin Kentish. Jordan Moody. Manika Prasad. Joshua Richfield. Victoria Teresa Skirkar. Dana Rosalind Johnson. Darman Ali. Jack William Armstrong. Adjana Monica Pedro. Millie Jane Richardson. Sally Grace Shovlin. Shaban Lucy Simpson. Charlton Doble Tia. Paola Casarino. Liam Clark. Lorna Patricia Heafield. Melissa Callender. Tammy Parks. Libby Sale. Polly Taylor. And Courtney Wilson. And that concludes the awards from Engineering, Aviation, Energy, Rail, Civil, Science and Travel. Congratulations to all. I'd like to welcome John Ridley back to the stand.
Well, that's it. You're now officially graduates. Congratulations. And your first duty as graduates is to, if you can you please stand? Can you please stand, graduates? And can you please show your appreciation for your family and friends who've supported you through your studies through a round of applause? Okay, please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. It's a real tribute and a special honour to invite our guest speakers to address you this evening. Because as Liz mentioned, we are a family. It's where our students remain with us. They become our alumni. And we like to keep in touch with how they're getting on. And it's a great privilege to have two former students of Newcastle College University Centre return and share their successes with us this evening. So our guest speakers are Chloe McCulloch and Melissa Wolfe. Both Chloe and Melissa are alumni of Newcastle College University Centre and since their graduation have taken very different but equally successful journeys into industry. Chloe originally studied 2 years of a mechanical manufacturing degree with us back in 2014 before taking a break to look after her newborn child and returned to finish her degree during the pandemic, changing direction to engineering management. During that year, Chloe also completed a fellowship and was mentored by the Women's Engineering Society, obtaining a first-class degree and securing a role at A&P Tyne as a cost controller for marine fabrications. Since then, Chloe secured a promotion to the supply chain department after impressing the company's directors with her problem-solving skills and is now in sales and purchasing. Melissa studied a higher degree apprenticeship in mechanical manufacturing with us in 2017, working for Rolls-Royce, and during her time at Newcastle College University Centre, went on to Parliament to showcase her project work and had an article published in the Seven Bridges Journal. When she finished her degree apprenticeship, she became a manufacturing services engineer with Rolls-Royce and has since been promoted to a role in aerospace manufacturing services engineering, where she looks after 2 main services lines for the UK, fixture care and calibration. Both incredibly inspirational stories from 2 inspiring women in STEM. Please put your hands together and welcome Chloe and Melissa to the stage.
I look a bit tall until I stand up. So I'm Melissa and this is Chloe. We're kind of going to just talk about our journey and how we got here today. So my journey, engineering, has always been an interest of mine. Ever since I was a young child, I would take things apart in the house and not put them back together because I really didn't know how to, until my mum realised the kettle didn't work, the toaster didn't work, and everything else in the house didn't seem to work. And my granddad used to have to come round and help us fix it, or just buy us a new one and tell me mum we fixed it. From that, I had my passion from engineering and I decided to join the Merchant Navy. And at the time, my family said to me, is that the right path for you? It's away from home, you're going to be stuck on a ship. Is it what you want to do? And I thought, this is brilliant. Getting away from home, 16, earning money and being away at sea. This is the best career for me. And it was. I enjoyed myself. Being away at sea was great. I did so many months at Fleetwood in their nautical college and then so many months at sea on a supply vessel up in the North Sea. And then it's slowly come to an end when myself as well fell pregnant and I ended up having a little daughter. From that, I decided that after 3 months, I couldn't sit in the house any longer. It was driving me insane. I don't know how parents do it, but it drove me insane. So my family kindly offered to have my daughter a couple of days a week so I could go to the boatyard up in Blythe and help get some more skills and just get myself out there. So that's what I did. And it come to a point where I had watched her grow, I had watched her first words, I had watched her walk, I had watched her crawl, and I was ready to get out there. So I applied for many different jobs, and Rolls-Royce at the time wasn't my first choice. It was just a choice where I just thought, I'm going to put my name in the hat. I don't feel qualified for it, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And that was the job I ended up with, Rolls-Royce, and I've never looked back ever since. I started off as a design engineer, thinking that was what I wanted to do, and then I moved into the maintenance team. And from that, I've been promoted numerous different times in working from Washington down in Derby, from Derby to Annesley, and now looking after the whole UK site.
Hi, so I'm Chloe. I didn't really know what I was going to say originally when I got on stage. I was asked to do this speech and I was like, I don't really think I've done much. But the more I sat and thought about it, by all technicality, I came from a low-income background with a parent from addiction. I really shouldn't have been here. I stumbled into engineering. I wasn't like Melissa. I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. I was good at math. I was good at physics. And a teacher went, you should do engineering. It's good money. And that was enough for me. I tried doing my A-levels, and that didn't work for us. So at 17, I ended up at Newcastle College. I did my level 3 in combined mechanical and electrical, and I just kept going from there. Most of my biggest life events happened while I was studying at this college. I got married at 19 during my level 4. I fell pregnant during my level 5, and then I took a 4-year break to take care of my son. And it came to January of 2020, and I was like, right, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to go back. I'm going to finish my degree. I started it. And then COVID happened, and I didn't think I was going to get through that. I found myself homeschooling my son, taking care of my mother, trying to study, and never really being sure what day of the week it was. There was a lot of 3 a.m. emails to lecturers, because that was just the only time I had. And even through all of that, I think my dissertation made me cry more than anything else I'd ever been through in my life. But I got there in the end. I got my first. I was totally unstoppable, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I hadn't actually stopped to think what I'd do once I'd finished my degree and once I was ready to go into the world. Because of the kind of connections with my Women's Institute of Engineering, I'd went through, I spoke to my mentor, she was like, oh, I know the marine industry. I know a couple of contacts in the Northeast, we'll get you in there. And I got a call from A&P that said, come in, it's a commercial role, it's not project, but we think you'd be good at it. And the more I learned about the job, the more I was convinced it was the right job for me. And then 3-4 months ago, I was asked to move to supply chain, and I haven't really thought much about it since. I've only been doing the role for a little while, but I'm good at it and I like it. And I think that's more important than how much it relates to what I originally thought I was going to be doing. It was a really messy and long journey for me to get here, but if I'd done things any differently, I wouldn't have ended up working where I was working. I wouldn't have met Dave as my lecturer, so I definitely wouldn't be stood here. And I still don't fully know what I want to be when I grow up. My education took me 10 years to complete in total. I didn't get into industry until I was over 25, and even now I work somewhere that I didn't think I'd work, doing a job I didn't think I'd do. But there is one piece of advice I would give, which is there's no such thing as good or bad luck. The journey, the people you meet throughout your journey, making the right connections, making the right moves when it's right for you, that's what's important. There's definitely no such thing as bad luck. You were born into all of your circumstances, but what you do from there, that's your own. And Melissa is going to give you an inspirational quote that we found.
So before I say the quote, what I'd like to say from me and Chloe is thank you to the college, because if it wasn't for the college, we wouldn't be here today. And mostly in our career paths, we wouldn't have been able to proceed and excel on how high we've actually been able to become. There's been times where we've had to contact Dave or some other lecturers with regards to interviews or jobs or just day-to-day life. And, you know, they've always been there for us and they'll always be there for us. And we've always said the support they've given us, we'll always stand here and support the college back for that. So as Steve Jobs said, you've got to find what you love. And if that is as true as for your work as it is for your lovers, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way it's going to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. You'll know in your heart when you find it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time and patience, and congratulations, graduating class of 2023. Woo!
Oh, Chloe, Melissa, that was absolutely excellent. Really, really inspiring stuff. Now we've got one final speaker for you today, and I'm very pleased to say that this speaker needs very little introduction, as you've just heard about all of their achievements from my colleague Maria. Our student speaker for this evening is your Student of the Year, Robert Head.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. What a pleasure and privilege to be standing before you to celebrate all our successes over the years. I honestly can't wait to get off the stage and grab a drink and cool down. Now, as we look onwards, I have a question for us all. What's possible tomorrow? Well, after some drinks, that could well be some bad headaches in the morning. So, indeed, it's a question we should be asking ourselves. What's possible tomorrow? As we embark and start those adventures, really. Now, as the great aviator Donald Douglas once said, dream no small dream, it lacks magic. Dream large, then make the dream real. Here at Newcastle College University Centre, those dreams have been seeded through years of dedication and enthusiasm to learn more. Studying here has given us the opportunity to learn, develop, and enhance a set of skills ready for the workplace. Looking back on history, we all know how much the Wright brothers had to endure in their desire to build and fly the world's first flying machine 120 years ago. The setbacks, the failures, and the doubters, indeed the words, "it can't be done," must have been going through their heads on many occasions. Those who doubted the dreams of the men and women who followed in their footsteps were simply proved wrong. Finally, humanity overcame gravity and made flying a reality. With the Wright brothers' first flight in December 1903 came the beginning of the pioneering era of aviation. As with any new technology, it wasn't always plain sailing. But those setbacks and accidents have led to many lessons being learned and the safety we enjoy today, often without second thought. From this, we should realize that innovation and success is a result of many failures. And while safety is such a big aspect of our work, efficiency and sustainability are some of the pressing needs of today's world and command the brightest of minds to overcome. Though when I've completed my college studies at Newcastle College Aviation Academy and was faced with a choice of what to do next, I chose to continue my journey and my studies at the Aviation Academy, where we gain hands-on practical experience on our own training aircraft, all whilst being supervised by our industry-experienced lecturers. And as experienced as they are, I don't think any of them have actually worked with the Wright brothers back in 1903. One of the little things I wanted to do when I started the degree was overcome a trivial little thing of a fear of heights. Now, very trivial, but if you put me up some steps or an access platform tonight, my response would be, no thank you, someone else please. Which for someone who loves flying so much is quite ironic. Though a special mention goes out to one of my lecturers, who's not here tonight, was Rod Reed, who over the last few years would constantly encourage me to go up the scissor lift at any opportunity. So off we went, helmet and high-vis jacket on. We'd slowly go higher and higher until all my nerves kicked in again. Although you won't find me racing up a set of tall steps today, I've learned that taking the small and comfortable steps brings more impact than waiting for a more comfortable opportunity to resolve a challenge later. Reflecting on the bigger picture in our industry over the last few years, the pandemic left the global aviation sector in tatters, with an often unpredictable future for much of the workforce. Today, the forecast looks brighter, with the growth set to continue across the world and a prediction that the world will need another 42,000 aircraft over the next 20 years. In some ways, this is a silver lining after what was such a challenging period and spell, and it's fair to say we're entering an exciting period of industry development. The fact that so many of our graduates tonight have already secured, and in some cases commenced, positions with various companies across the nation is a true testament to the dedication of our own efforts and that of the programme staff, to whom we are very grateful. And whilst I'll miss many things, I'll particularly miss my lecturing staff, who are over there right now, and can say without any doubt that their support has personally given me the preparation and confidence as a fresh graduate to soon join the world's largest aerospace manufacturer. I can't wait to see what the class of 2023 will accomplish in the years ahead to pioneer, engineer, and innovate the future. We are embarked as pioneers on a new science and industry, are the words of William Boeing, the distinguished aviation innovator. Although we may have completed our time at NCUC, having landed a degree, it's now time for a new journey to take off. It's an exciting adventure ahead, and wherever that might take you, make it a destination where the impossible is defined and just ignored. Because the question, what's possible tomorrow, calls louder than ever. Tomorrow is here, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robert. That was excellent. Thank you. A real sparkling career ahead for you. Excellent. Graduates and guests, that concludes this evening's graduation ceremony. So we invite you to enjoy Prosecco, which will be served in the reception area and on the... Yay! Hey! Thank you and congratulations. Please be upstanding as the platform party leaves. Congratulations.